Oh, so we're only down 25 points with less than 2 quarters to play in the Super Bowl? We only need 3 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, and a field goal to tie the game, and then have to try to win it in overtime. Good thing we got the greatest quarterback of all time, baby.
I believe in you, Tommy. I believe in you, Tommy.
Smells like winning. Number 1. Oh, yes. I love you, Tom. I love you. We're the best. What do you think of that, ladies? Not gonna lie, they're pretty cool socks, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, Super Bowl champs. Look out, Houston! It's Superman Tom Brady! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Super Bowl champs! Hey! Scott, how's it going, man?
Good. Congratulations on the big win, man.
Oh, it was epic. Now, you're a Dolphins fan, aren't you?
I am, sir. I am.
I'm sorry. My little Tom Brady. Yeah, he's treated the Dolphins real well over the years. Tell him he's the man.
I can't do it.
Tell Tom he's the man.
Never.
Number 1. Do it. Do it, Scott. Accept it in your heart. Some people. Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Telegraph Herald, More Than the Score, presented by Dubuque Bank and Trust and Dubuque Auto Plaza. I am your host, Steve Ortman. Alongside me this week, the return of Brenden West. How's it going, Brenden?
I'm doing fantastic, Steve-O.
You're doing fantastic.
Yes, I am. After that Falcons win last night, I mean, it was just not, it wasn't last night.
Alternative fact. The New England Patriots won Super Bowl 51, the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. I, my friend, am feeling fantastic. What a game.
Yeah, it really was. You know, I was honestly watching that thing and losing my mind. I couldn't believe, I can't remember the last time I watched as great a Super Bowl as that one. So
now, Patriots trailed 28-3 in the third quarter. Did not look good as a Patriots fan. I even had my doubts. At that point, I was just kind of hoping they'd find a way to get back into the game and then go from there. But what transpired after that point was, I mean, what can you say about Tom Brady, the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, his 5th Super Bowl championship. And I struggle to put into words how I felt last night. When you think about, you know, how bummed you could be as a Patriots fan at that point, down by 25, to end up rallying, winning the first ever overtime Super Bowl. It's hard to put into words, but I can show you. I felt like I was 10 years old again. There it is. There I am, 10 years old, fired up about the Patriots. What do you think?
Well, I think that's where things started to go downhill for Steve-O.
Fair, fair. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But been a Patriots fan for a long time, seen a lot of things, and that's kind of the amazing thing about this team. If you're not a Patriots fan, you don't like the Patriots. I get it, but you've seen a lot of stuff with the Patriots over the years, and earlier this week, that was one of the most impressive comebacks in Super Bowl history. So,
yeah.
Anyways, enough about the Patriots, because you hear enough about the Patriots from me, from everywhere else.
I'm pretty sick of hearing about the Patriots.
Sure.
So, you know, congrats on your win, but give it up already. Seriously.
High five, Tom Gronk. Pew, pew. All right. Anyways, area sports. Last week, we had a huge matchup at Nora Gym. Boys basketball, #1 Iowa City West traveled to Nora to take on #2 Senior and Iowa City West proved why they are #1 in the state.
Oh my gosh! I mean, one of the crazy. There were so many storylines entering this game. Dubuque Senior was riding a 10-game win streak, entering it. They've climbed all the way up into the #2 ranking and everything. This being a young team still, and so I was really looking forward to this matchup. Iowa City West had actually lost its #2 scorer due to a suspension entering this game, and so really things look to be favoring the Rams entering this matchup. But I got to tell you, the way Iowa City looked. If that's how they look without their second leading scorer, boy, I mean they are one troublesome team, and Senior has now seen them up close. I still think the Rams are a very solid team as well. A lot of capable scorers there, including Noah Carter, who actually put up a career-high 33 points in that game. But when you're going up against Connor and Patrick McCaffrey, who are Fran's kids, that's really a tough tandem to deal with. So, the Rams, obviously they're not used to losing. They gotta move forward from this one. But I tell you what, that Iowa City West team is certainly impressive, and kudos to them.
Sure, and no rest for the weary, no rest for the Rams. Big city matchup against Hempstead coming up this Friday night. We'll have it on our live stream at telegraphherald.com on Friday night. Brenden, break down this matchup. Hempstead's on a roll. They're ranked as well.
Yeah. Hempstead had a little bit of a slow start to its season. I think they were something like 4-3 to start, but they went through the month of January after falling to Senior the first time, finished out the month of January undefeated, and have really, we're looking at two teams here that play, two different brands of basketball. Senior really likes to get out, run, score. They can feed it into the post to Carter. They can push it outside to a number of different shooters. And Hempstead, what has really been key to their run lately, and the reason why they have cracked into the rankings, is defense. They are one of the best defensive teams in the entire state of Iowa. They aren't exactly tall, but they're long and athletic, and they are a tough team to get around when it comes to the perimeter, and they give a lot of teams those matchup nightmares and everything. They hold opponents, they hold the score low, and they've got a number of capable players like Lucas and Connor Duax, Marshawn Crowder, Keith Johnson, who are, any one of these guys can step up. So the first matchup between Senior and Hempstead, was the first time they'd met since last year's sub-state finale. I think this time around is going to be a much closer game than the first game this season. So I'm looking forward to that, and it could be a little bit of a taste for what this year's sub-state final looks like. So we've got a rivalry that is really kicking it up on the basketball court here in this city, and if you're a fan of that, I mean, it couldn't get any better.
Yep, and again, if you can't make it out, that'll be available on our live stream for free at telegraphherald.com on Friday night. Girls game as well starts at 6 o'clock. And for the second week in a row, we're spoiled with great high school basketball here in the city. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah, absolutely. And things are winding down. We're also looking towards the postseason, and this is, I don't know about you, Steve-O, but this is the time of year where I really start to get the blood boiling a little bit when it comes to covering basketball, because there's a lot of fantastic teams in this area, and they really do a great job of stepping it up here when it comes to February and into March.
Yep, absolutely. Should be a lot of fun to watch it unfold. That's going to do it for this week's episode of Telegraph Herald More Than the Score, presented by Dubuque Bank and Trust and Dubuque Auto Plaza. I am your host, Steve Ortman. For Brenden West, we'll catch you next week.
I love you guys so much. I love you. I love you. Oh, Brown, I'm sorry. I love you.
Act like you've been there before.